I'm not going to bury the lead as it relates to Final Fantasy XIV's future on Xbox, because they've made what I would call a weird and perhaps bad decision. But I'm going to let you guys be the judge of that. So hello everyone and welcome to another Final Fantasy XIV on Xbox video. I'm going to walk you through both the test, all the information that Square Enix has shared, but more importantly, my frustration with that same said information. We've got a lot to cover, and if you guys enjoy this kind of content, like, sub, and leave a comment in the description of this video so you never miss a video from myself. But let's dive in. First and foremost, it appears that the full version of Final Fantasy XIV, not the trial, we're going to set that to the side for a second, will require Game Pass Core or Ultimate, aka formerly Xbox Live. This isn't the same thing that they've done for other free-to-play games, and this is not in parity with what PlayStation does, and especially with all the news that is going around the internet that I've covered here. Xbox really is going to be taking a strong stance on publishing their games over on the PlayStation. So it seems weird that a game that they've been fighting to get on their platform for over 10 years is going to require one of the things that Yoshi P said was they didn't want to see. They said because Final Fantasy XIV has a subscription, we don't want to have also the console support for that Xbox Live, now Xbox Game Pass Core. So I think this is a weird and bad decision unless there's still announcements around the corner, but it still seems like why not just go ahead and make an announcement if they were going to have some kind of Game Pass bundle. But if you guys haven't seen, there's also a ton of other information to share about how to participate, who should participate, because if you have an existing Final Fantasy account, they are recommending that you do not play in the beta. Now, this could be just them being overly cautious, but I'm going to read to you what they have written so that you can make the best decision for you. In this case, it says players who already have a free trial version or a different platform of Final Fantasy XIV, licensed registered players and their Square Enix account will be unable to participate in the open beta test. We ask any players who wish to play Final Fantasy XIV on Xbox with an existing Square Enix account and its associated characters to please wait until the full launch after the open beta test concludes. To play on Xbox, you're going to need to link your Microsoft account to your Square Enix account. You will not be able to unlink these accounts once linked, and we ask that existing players please wait until the official release to link your Square Enix account to your Microsoft account. So I think that's something very important for us to kind of talk about. Beyond that itself, they have a bunch of different settings. They want you to set your multiplayer and communication settings to allow for multiplayer games, allow for cross-network play. Others can communicate text invites and set to everybody, and you can communicate outside of Xbox with voice chat and text set to everybody. They also want you to see upload community creations set to everybody. And in order to do this, you'll have to navigate the store, download the free trial. And the good news is that when official version of the game releases, this update, you don't have to re-download the game. This is basically the game. They're just slapping the word beta test on it. And as I predicted, outside of the delay, which was originally scheduled for January, mid-January, it is now set for February 21st, which is a Wednesday around 8 a.m. GMT. So we can always adjust some time zones for that accordingly. So this is a little bit disappointing, namely because I was planning on checking out the game with the Xbox version. Thankfully, I do have a, alt Xbox account. So I could, I might just jump into the free trial on Xbox, because the free trial looks like it will not require Game Pass Core or Ultimate to play. But if you purchase the game, much like you're going to be locked into a subscription, you're going to be locked into Xbox Game Pass in order to play that game on Xbox. For me, as somebody who's Game Pass Ultimate, I don't ever see myself unsubscribing from that service, so it doesn't impact me in such a negative way. It just seems like a weird move overall, and I would really be curious as to your thoughts on this. Is this a deal breaker? Is this going against what was kind of the original reason the game was being kept off the platform in the first place? Why roll that back? Why not also be in parity with what the PlayStation does with this game and its subscription model? I'm struggling right here to make sense of this. I'm not really sure why this is the way it is. And it just feels like another, it just feels like a weird decision, and I don't know where it's coming from, because Game Pass Core doesn't benefit Square Enix, right? It's not like they're getting a cut of that revenue. It only benefits Xbox in this case. But what the hell? Gosh, I wish I could articulate this better for you guys, because it is so strange. And then it ultimately brings up the question about Xbox's future, about Microsoft as a, as a game publisher, they're going to be there. But as a console manufacturer, that's where I think we need to see some update from them here this week. Obviously, the internet is just going rampant. We're going to be talking about that on today's podcast, guys. If you were curious, check the top link. We do the podcast over on Work to Game, and we're going to be talking about Persona 3, Grand Blue Fantasy review, but more importantly, Xbox third party with J-Dub City, and maybe a couple other surprise guests as well. We'll see if they're able to make it. Guys, top link in the description of this video will get you into the Discord. So much more content if you're curious. I do appreciate you guys for being here. Hopefully you got something good out of this video. Sorry that I'm so frustrated by this news, but it is what it is, and I'm generally curious of having that discussion with you guys. Whether you want to have it in the comments or you want to have it on Discord, all the information is in the description of this video. I'm going to wrap it up with that, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully I will see you in the next video, but until then, take care.